guys, today I'm gonna teach you guys on how to factor a four-term expression. This is gonna be a pretty long one, so you guys should take notes. Okay, our first step is to basically simplify this out. A common way that we can do this is a common way is, for example, I could make x squared equal to a. If I make x squared equal to a, then it would simplify a lot of these down. So I'll show you guys how. So first, I'm going to take out x squared out of all the numbers that have x's in them. My bad. This would be 3. This would be 38 x squared plus 361. And since 361 already has an x squared, we don't have to do anything to it. Plus 900. Okay. Our next step is to substitute a into all of these. So since this is an x squared, this would be a cubed plus 38a squared, because of the square up here, plus 361a, since you only have one x squared in that term, plus 900. Okay, and our next step here would be to find which number that substitutes into a would make this expression equal to 0. This part in the problem usually takes a lot of trial and error, and it's the most it takes the most time out of all the problem. Okay, and because I did this problem already, I'm just giving you guys the answer. It would be a equals -9. But if you were to actually do the problem, it would take a lot of trial and error. Okay, our next step, just to check if we're right, I can put this as I can make a -9. So it'd be -9 cubed plus 38 -9 squared plus 361 times -9 plus 900. Okay, and I can take out my calculator at this point in the problem. And since it's -9 cubed, since there's a negative sign in front, and the exponent on the outside is odd, we know for a fact that the answer to the first term is gonna be a negative. So instead of having to put all those symbols, I can just do 9 times 9 times 9, 729, and we know it's negative, so it would be negative 729 plus 38 times -9 times -9 gives you 81, since both the negatives become a positive, plus 361 times 9, negative 3,249. Negative 3,249 plus 900. Okay, then we can simplify this even further. Plus 38 times 81. 38 times 81 gives you 3,078. 3,078 minus 3,249 plus 900. And then we can add this. Okay, so 3,078 minus 3,249 plus 900 minus 729. That gives you 0. So all of this equals to 0. Okay, our next step in this problem would be to, now that we know that it's now that we know it's 0, we know that we have a chance of factoring this. Okay, so we're gonna keep this term because it's simplified and we don't have to go through all this nonsense. Our next step would be we have a equals -9, so we would divide this expression by a plus 9. That's our next step. So it'd be a plus 9 divided by a cubed plus 38a squared plus 361x squared plus 900. Okay, so how we divide polynomials, it's pretty simple actually. It's pretty simple actually. So since we have a here and it's a cubed, what multiplied times a gives you a cubed? A squared. A squared times a gives you a cubed. So we multiply this entire term. We multiply this entire expression by a squared. And so our first thing would be a squared. If you multiply this entire thing by a squared, it would be a squared a plus 9. So it'd be a cubed plus 9a squared. And a common thing to remember when you do polynomial division is you always keep the signs here because there's an important next step that's coming. A cubed plus 9a squared. And here you always put negative, so it cancels out all these signs. But if you were to forget and if you actually had a negative here, just for example, if you had a negative 9a squared here, for example, and you forgot to put the sign here, you would think it was positive and the problem would go wrong. Because then this would be 38 plus 9a squared, not 38 minus 9a squared, since negative times negative gives you positive. So that's why it's good to always remember to keep your signs. Okay, and negative here. This. So a cubed, these signs would cancel out, and this would just be negative. Yeah. A cubed minus a cubed gives you 0, so these two cancel out. 38a squared minus 9a squared gives you 29a squared. 29a squared. And then we can bring down the rest of the terms. Plus 900. Okay. And then we keep this next term and we see what we can multiply. Since we can see what times a gives you 29a squared. That's our next step. And what times a would give you 29a squared would be 29a. So we multiply this by 29a. A plus 9, which would give us 29a squared plus 261. We can just multiply it. I can show you guys. 29 times 9, 261 plus 261a. So then this would be plus 29a squared plus 261a. Wait, I forgot to make this a. So this would be a. This would not be x. This would be a. That's my bad. Okay, and then there's be negative here, and 29a squared minus 29a squared gives you 0. So that would cancel out. 361a squared. 361a, because a squared equals a, because yeah, because yeah, x squared equals a between 361a minus 261a would give you 100 plus 900. 100a plus 900. Okay, then we need to find out what times a gives you 100a. And that'd be 100. So, because 100 times, so this would be 100 times a plus 9. And I forgot, the term up here would be 29a. That was for this one. Okay, what times a gives you 100a? The answer would be 100. And then this gives you 100a plus 900. So plus 100a plus 900. And then minus overtakes it all. 100 minus 100 gives you 0. 900 minus 900 gives you 0. So and this would be 100. So the expression was fully divided. And that's a good thing. So, and now we know that the divisor times the dividend usually gives you the divisor, the quotient times this number would give you the original thing. So then this would be the factored out form. A plus 9 would be a squared plus 29a plus 100. This is the fully factored form. It's fully factored because if you want, you could check this times this would give you the original equation. Yeah. That's it. Thank you. Like, subscribe, and share.